There's a crisis happening in Baltimore right now that isn't getting enough attention. People here are dying from overdoses at a rate never before seen in a major American city. We've spent the last year investigating this issue with the New York Times, and here's what we found. On average, 3 people die from an overdose every day in Baltimore. That is the highest rate in the country, and no other major city even comes close. We actually had to sue a state agency to get them to turn over autopsy reports that gave us more details. The death rate has skyrocketed over the last 10 years as fentanyl has flooded the streets. And while substance use affects all demographics, fatal overdose rates are especially high for older black men in Baltimore.
Do you think if someone just moves to Baltimore and they're brand new, is it easy for them to find heroin or fentanyl?
Walk out that door. Walk out that door. All you gotta do is find a corner.
We talked with city officials about this issue, and several seemed unaware of how much more severe this crisis is in Baltimore than almost anywhere else. Here's a graph showing the spike in fatal overdoses in Baltimore versus nationally. Mayor Scott has done a lot to reduce gun violence, but less so for the opiate crisis, even though for every 1 person that dies by homicide in this city, 3 people die from overdoses. And some efforts from the previous decade have dropped off, like a website called don'tdie.org, which was a big city initiative to provide information for people struggling with addiction. Sometime last year, that website stopped functioning. In an interview, Mayor Scott said that the city should be doing more and it needs more resources, but he defended his administration, saying that it's been handling multiple epidemics at the same time, like COVID. In a written statement, his office also put the blame on prescription drug makers, and the city is currently suing them. There are a lot more details to share in this story, and if you want to read them, you can click the link in our bio.